Okay.
And then don't plug it in yet. Pull that up and make sure we got sound.
It says no sound.
Let's see here.
Okay. Press got it, and then go to the little speaker. Come on, we got a minute 30. Go to the little speaker, and then press the USB audio on, and then off, or off and then on.
USB. I don't see it.
Right there. It says it right there. I can see it on the screen. USB audio.
Okay.
And then say something. Yeah, it's
Hey.
saying that we got
Hey.
sound.
Yeah. Yep.
Because that little meter's moving.
Yep. It's
Okay.
moving.
Now, you go to the website and then pull up, like open Safari and go to the
How do you?
manage videos. Is it closed?
No, it's open, but I don't know how to scroll or find.
Oh, you use your hand, fool. It's an iPad.
Oh. I'm so used to my laptop.
Hand him this. See, hand him this pen. You can use that.
Okay. All right, where are we?
I did that.
Okay.
The
We're on.
That is you.
So go to my channel and then go to manage videos, and it should be up there somewhere.
Can we all hear each other?
My channel. It's your channel.
You say
No.
something.
There we go.
Our microphones are muted. Is it up there?
Yeah, I brought it up right now.
And then can you use the white headphones
Yeah.
and see if you can hear? You gotta talk.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Okay. So if you can hear it now, you can plug that blue in here.
Why'd you change your outfit on Saturday? How'd that go?
I just didn't like the way the jeans looked when I had them on.
Damn. So did you have to tell Patrice she was right?
It's done.
You didn't?
No,
How'd
I
you
just
work
thought-
that?
I was like,
How'd you
you
work
look
that?
good.
How'd you work that?
Can you
You
still
didn't
hear?
even put it on for her. You didn't even
Oh,
talk
sounds
about it.
good.
Yeah.
You still learn it?
Just because mine was, I can hear you guys in the background because mine was the only one.
Yeah, you can unmute
Really?
us now
That's
because
all
we're
you
live.
said?
And then make sure my
I thought that
camera
would have
looks
been like,
good.
I think we're live. No.
and we're like, I just thought that would have, I don't know. In my head, I saw that going on. Your
That'll work.
guys is back
All
and
right,
forth.
go to the big screen. All right, ladies and
Your outfit
gentlemen,
looked
we
good,
fucking
though,
got
either
it
way.
going. Welcome to Mary Polly Single. Yeah. So no intro. Feeling that shit?
I can't hear anything. There it is. Oh, yeah, welcome to just joining you live is the. My name is Adrian, and I am your host.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Polly Single Podcast. We are still working out kinks, but we're fucking getting there, man. Happy to be back. We had some technical difficulties last week, but we are back in the motherfucking building, ready to go.
Does that work?
I am one of the hosts, Troy motherfucking Cuspert. I am 35 years old. I am a barber. I am a very successful barber at that. I am the poly guy out of this married poly single situation.
Right. Yeah.
So-
he's the slut.
Welcome. And next we have, let's go with the single guy.
It's Adrian, spelled just like it sounds. Anyways, I'm the single guy.
No, it doesn't mean that.
It's in the Geneva Convention. Look it up.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was going for. That was a joke. Adrian, 26. I cut hair as well. I am single. Holla at me.
Fool said he was 26.
Is that what he fucking said?
Dude, you guys don't listen to nobody, man.
Stop the cap.
Yeah, I wrote a bunch of jokes for today, man. Come on.
All right, I'm
guys are
Steven.
whack.
I'm Steven Wilson. I build backyards for a living. I'm 36 years old. I am definitely the married guy in this equation you guys see here.
Yeah, man.
Mary.
What do you mean by that? Just kidding.
I mean, as you continue to view, you'll definitely be able to tell that I am the married guy.
He's the only one here with a collar. Write that down.
Caller number one.
Collar number one. Damn.
Anyway,
I like your style.
so I have a few topics that I wanted to get into today.
Sick. That's right.
If you guys have anything that you want to talk about, please feel free to cut me off. We'll start
wanna
with
talk
one of
shit?
them. So I'm real curious because the way I see it is what's that noise in the background? Oh, turn it down.
Just breathing heavy. I don't
On
know.
the top of the iPad. On the top of the iPad. The volume buttons.
Dude, I don't know how you can hear that.
I was hearing it.
Because his microphone's right there. Anyway,
My bad, I was gone.
so the attention that women get, like, I'm not mad at women's mating strategies. I completely understand it because
I'm
they
just mad
should-
at their mating habits.
they shouldn't fuck their mating habits too. It's biological, bro. They're hardwired to search for the best mate. I mean, from primal times, you know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
The
makes
leader
sense.
of the pack, the strongest, the survival of the fittest, the guy who could protect everybody is the one who got everybody pregnant. That's who they wanted.
The tribe moved on.
They're attracted to the same things, or not the same things that we are. Our attraction for us is not symmetrical at all.
Incestual.
It's asymmetrical. But it's they're attracted to taller men, broader shoulders,
I'm mad about it too.
hairier men, muskier men, and men that can protect and provide. So that was typically the leader of the tribe, and now we it's our fault at how arrogant these bitches are, bro, and we need to
blame
cut it
them, you
out.
tall guys.
We need to cut it out because think about how what kind of person would you be if you got the attention from women that women get from men?
Let me answer this.
Go ahead.
The worst. I would be the worst person. No, I get it, man. It's just how they're wired and stuff, you know. It's same reason why I come fast. There might be a leopard lurking around the corner that's gonna get me, man. I gotta get in and out.
It's not a. I mean, think about it. Like, what kind of person would you be if you woke up every fucking morning with 45 to 100 unopened DMs of beautiful women telling you how handsome you are, how sexy you are, that they want to fly you out, that they want to pay your bills, that they want to change your life?
That could
What kind of
definitely make
person
you
would you
big-headed.
be?
I'd be a lot happier, that's for sure.
It would definitely make a person big-headed. No, no disagreement there. But it's hard to. I've never experienced that, and I don't know a nigga that has.
Hey, man. From the light skin part of the room, man. I know you get that.
I get
You've
some
got it.
DMs,
You got
you know
it.
But
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
that definitely.
I get some DMs, and then after I get what I want, these girls be looking at me like,
She belongs to the streets.
I'd be
So-
talking to a girl for a little bit, and like, damn, this girl's really into me, and then she'd be like, hey, would you be willing to have me sell you life insurance?
Nah. Or tell you about it, your car warranty.
Yeah, my extended car warranty.
well, that's you guys.
It sucks leading you,
Well,
man.
no, I'm just more or less like, how much of that fucking weed pen did you guys hit? Because you guys are not very fucking lively right now. Jesus Christ.
I'm having a great time.
I mean, on the
great
like
time
to,
right now.
to get on course with what you were saying. I mean, so
dude,
in
we
essence,
I
you
agree
can't
with
blame-
everything you said. So
can't-
One mic at a time, guys.
Yes.
my bad.
Yeah, I second what Adrian said. Like, I agree with it. I mean, if you're an individual, that's hard for man or woman getting that much attention.
But women,
And
bro,
pro.
I'm talking about sixes. Sixes have
they get
access to
likes.
celebrities, athletes. You know what I'm saying?
Telling
So,
you right now.
so that's why they look at, no offense to you, but guys like Adrian and don't see him. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
like,
I feel it.
like
I've seen it.
because they have so much attention
happens.
from dudes who are better than them. You know what I mean? So for instance, like a woman will sit there and say that if my man met me and I was dressing like this and all that other stuff, so he shouldn't question or tell me what I
right.
need to wear and all this other stuff, and I should be able to go out with my girls, and if he doesn't like it, he's just insecure and blah blah blah, and it's like, no, it's just fucking boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Because yeah, I met you like that, but now you're mine. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
one of
think
those
that's-
things where, it's one of those things where like, you want me to stop talking to other women, but you still got a for sale sign on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Because the way they post and the way they act when they're out and about, you know what I mean? It's like, basically, you worked your ass off to get this girl, right? Just like you worked your ass off to buy your dream home. Okay? You saved up all your money. You got your credit right. You had the down payment. You buy the house. You move in. But then the realtor calls you and tells you need to keep the for sale sign in the front yard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it just doesn't make any sense because at the end of the day, you're going to be getting inquiries on your house all the fucking time, which is basically what your woman does when she's out there not posting you on her Instagram, dressing like a slut, and getting all this attention from dudes who potentially are better than you, more handsome than you, better looking than you. And flip the script, she says you're insecure for saying don't go out like that. But if we were going to the club and women were throwing themselves at us, offering to buy us drinks and do all of those things, inviting us to their section,
What's that feel like?
do you think that she would
That girl
let us
sounds
go
horrible,
out like that?
by the way.
Huh?
That girl sounds horrible, by the way.
I'm just saying, that's
all that's left,
most
buddy.
women, bro. You're
That's all that's
fucking
think it's
married
like-
guy. This guy's out
Yeah,
of touch.
like I think
Jesus
it's like
Christ.
a situation. Like I believe that girl for sure exists, but I mean, like it depends what type of guy you are too. Like, you know, if you have a problem with your girl going out dressed a certain way, there's other tendencies that she does that makes you have a problem with the way she's dressed.
Boom.
And then
Keeping
if
a
she's not,
fucking-
you know,
No, it's just the simple fact that she's going to get unlimited amount of attention. It ain't got nothing to do with her.
But I mean,
trust.
if she's
I
good looking,
trust-
she's in a club, she looks good. I mean,
Yeah,
men,
but let's
Been
mitigate
on
it.
that too long.
You know what I'm
man.
saying?
I got
Like, put it this way: you're not going to park your Ferrari in the hood. You're not going to draw attention to your car in a bad place, at a place where it's attracting
but it's a club.
crime.
Everybody wants to look their
Okay,
best
so
when they go to the club.
what I'm saying is like, no, when you're with me, I have standards. Those are my standards.
And
I'm
that's
not
why I say
insecure
it's-
for having those standards. You just don't need to go there.
Right, and I wouldn't call. I mean, if the woman's gonna call you insecure, then that's another reason to like, you know, there's something wrong with that woman. But I don't
That's what
think all
they
women.
do.
I don't think.
Most women will say that.
I mean, I believe that women exist out there for sure, but I just think
An overwhelming amount.
Oh well, I mean, going to the club, everybody wants to look their best when they go to the club.
But when
Women
you're in a
are-
relationship, what are you going to the club with your girls for? That's my
Because
question.
it's her friend. I want
should
my
be going
girl to
to
have
Sam's
friends.
Club.
I don't
Sam's
want my
Club
girl to
doing
not
one.
have friends. I don't
She
want my
can
girl
have-
at the club. Now hold on. I don't want my girl at the club like every week. In 30 days, if you've been to the club twice at whatever age we're at and where we're at in a relationship. Now, if we're dating, okay, maybe you go more. But like if you're married, you're not gonna be going to the club even once a month. But I still want her to have an option.
How many
to,
times
like,
can you hit the
there
club
are
if you're in a
not just
relationship?
me. Some men want their women to have a life outside, like have friends, enjoy your friends. If you trust her, it don't matter where she goes. Now, what she's wearing, I mean, there's levels to how crazy what she's dressed in. I agree. If you guys are in a committed relationship, she don't need to be going like literally like certain movements. A cheek is like damn near hanging out. You know what I mean? Like
What do you
I
mean a
get that.
cheek?
Like the skirt is so small
one?
that like you're literally in a lightweight
closer to
challenge
you.
all
It's
night,
gotta be
trying
damn
to make
near.
sure you're not, you know, revealing shit. Like,
I guess.
you know, that is my sound not sound good?
No, but when the camera's on you, you don't want you leaning forward.
But you know, so that's just, you know, that's my opinion on the
I mean, I get that,
Girls
but I want my girl to have friends too, but I don't want her to have a ton of single friends because single women give women in relationships dog shit advice.
It's like a
That-
mob mentality.
I agree
think,
with that.
You know, like if you go to vacation with a bunch of single people and they're trying to go get
and that
fucked, and it
that's-
becomes a mob mentality kind of. It's like, yeah, you're
For-
gonna. I'm gonna get fucked too. It's vacation, bruh. You know.
I mean, there's a
What do you
there's
mean, bro? That's a valid thing.
no,
I think.
you're right. You're
He brubbed me.
Birds of a feather
Check 'em.
flock together, bro.
Yeah.
They're
Thank you.
don't say that. I've been friends with you guys for a long fucking time. Hold on.
Well, no, I mean,
No,
we
but
don't
just-
you,
I'm
always
just-
you
conduct-
become, I don't care what nobody says, you become the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you want to be successful, you need to be around
I've been hanging out with
like-minded,
tall
successful
people my whole life. I ain't never been tall, man. What the
I know,
fuck?
but you're the average of all of us.
I am not average between any of you guys because Dennis and used to be the same height.
I cancel that shit out.
Me
You
and
know,
Dennison
these two
used
are
to
the
be the
same
same
height.
height. I
These
had
two
a-
are damn near
Yeah.
the same height. Then
I
you're
used
really
to
short,
have
I'm
a
really
longer
tall.
stride than Dennison.
How did I get into this?
Huh? You know why? Because you're here. All right, Coco?
Longer stride than
I did. I'm telling you this. You don't remember.
know, like,
Dennis-
what the fuck is
Dog,
he talking
remember when Dennison was my height and
So you're running and skipping at the same time?
what? I couldn't have my one time. It's not now. You guys are tall now. You guys are tall, handsome guys. I couldn't have fucking 8th grade Dennison.
You're a short, handsome guy too, dog.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
But you got it. You got to believe.
I didn't have to believe as much as you, Adrian, but you gotta believe, bud.
You gotta believe.
I'm cool with it. I'm just saying. We all used to be the same height.
Well, basically, what I was saying is I don't blame you, women. I understand it. You know what I mean? But fellas, we need to stop gassing these bitches up so much.
Dude, I try.
If we turn down this gas, you know what I'm saying? We're over here giving them 91. You know what I'm saying? Right. And if you turn that shit down a little bit, like maybe the dating game will even out a little bit more for us. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of dating,
y'all going through the trenches out here.
The dating, yeah, no, it's fucking wild. It's fucking wild.
Like real
bro.
you don't even know. I know. That's why I want to hear. But I'm looking at my man, listening to that, like,
and he's got somebody at home. I'm over here alone doing it. All right, you should be looking at me like this.
No, but brains are better than one. Like we out here trapping.
I don't have nearly as much problems, but
exactly. I'm telling you.
But because I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out, so like I have like a certain time frame when I can actually
my feet in the fucking pool.
I'm not finished.
Okay, it was just
Cállate, güey.
all right. Oh,
so anyway, yeah. So because I'm 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I have like I have a set time frame when I can talk to women, and I have a set time frame when I can actually see them. Because once I come home, I'm not leaving the house to go get no bitches. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like I have that respect in our relationship. You know what I mean? Because I could, you know what I'm saying? Be like, hey babe, home from work, setting my stuff down, about to go hang out with this bitch. Like, no, that's not how this happens. If I can't get it done when I'm away from the house working and doing what I need to do, or running my errands or whatever, then it just doesn't happen. But being on the dating apps, which is the next topic I wanted to talk about. Yo, that shit's wild. So I have Hinge, Tinder, and Bumble, and I'll describe them by grocery stores. All right. So Hinge is like Whole Foods. It's got the best. It's got the best options on there. Right?
Okay, I follow.
The prettiest women, the better dressed women,
the highest prices though.
Fair. Fair. But I'm a little late
to the party.
Full screen, Dennison. Tinder is like Food City. So we've got Whole Foods and Food City.
You ain't been on Facebook dating yet, dog.
Oh no, I don't know about that one.
Go get some groceries at the swap meet.
And then Bumble's like a
Bumber.
Bumble's like a farmer's market. You don't know what the fuck you're gonna get there. Wow. They're either really old, really young, really fat, or really
those are
pretty.
the cat people.
Tinder's got the wild, bro. They've got the shit in their profiles is bananas. I can't do this non-binary, transgender,
BANANAS
pronoun shit. You know what I'm saying? Like bitches will say they're disabled on there. All this like everybody's got a pet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then some, to be perfectly honest, like I don't want to be a dick, but some people don't need to be on goddamn dating apps. Like you just sitting there swiping. I'm like, for real, who wants you? Do you want you?
Damn, it's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I get it.
I wanted to bring this up because I wanted to for future topics since you're on these dating apps too. So right now I'm approaching it. App. I'm on whatever. Maybe get more.
Right.
Because this is something I want to bring to the table.
Numbers.
I'm gonna get another phone.
So right now I'm on there from the standpoint of looking single, and I'll talk to girls. I'm getting tons of matches, and then have the chit chat, and then they'll what's the word I'm looking for? They'll eventually get around to the question like, what are you looking for on here, or how are you single? And then I'll be like, I'm not single. My girl's bi. We see women together and separately, and then see where that goes, But the thing is I wanted to approach it without just jumping into it saying, I have a girlfriend. I'm looking for side bitches. You know what I'm saying?
Unicorn.
But I think you kind of got it.
The term is like unicorn, right? I thought the term was unicorn.
you
not?
could be looking for a unicorn, but you're severely limiting your options.
Well,
Now,
duh,
here's the
because it's a fucking unicorn. It's not like, hey, I want to buy a pony. Do you have a unicorn? What about a dragon? You know, it's just.
Well, in your position, how would you build a maneuver without having the chat with them about the situation?
I'll get to it. And then once I get to it, see, here's the thing. The way I'm approaching it now, it's been successful.
It's lying, huh?
I've had people meet up and come hang out and all that other stuff with both of us. You know what I mean? But I didn't lead with, I have a girlfriend. The conversation grew, and then I do it. But if you put it this way, they're judging the book by the cover. So if they're not open-minded, immediately,
That's all.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But if they talk to me for a minute and then they're like, oh, this guy's kind of cool. And then I throw that in, they're like, oh, well, shit, he's cool enough to continue this conversation versus just deading it from the beginning. Like, oh, he's got a girlfriend? Swipe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying?
got you.
Because I tried that when me and Jessica first got on the dating apps. I built a page with me and her in the pictures and all that other stuff. And I didn't get any hits. The only hits I got were from fat girls. You know, so
like, oh, y'all trying to stay warm? Like, hell
yeah,
no.
I'm like,
Sometimes, man.
I'm like,
it's okay.
My mind's telling me no.
but so that's how I'm approaching it now. But because of some of the shenanigans that I'm getting into, and pull this. I mean, I can pull it up on the computer if you guys need to know. But I looked up the stat the other day because this shit is blowing my fucking mind. 53% of women without children right now don't want them.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Who want? I mean, but it's.
Bro, that is a woman's
I don't know. What was the old
superpower.
stat? What was the old stat?
I felt like that's what I thought. That's what
That's what
women's
women
number
want
one
is-
goal was. Matter of fact, that is women's number one goal is to get married.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
know
Before
a lot of
college,
women
before
now.
anything. You know, so
can I speak for just?
well,
Okay.
let me finish this
no,
thought.
Go ahead.
Because that blows my mind. More than half of women don't want to have children. And that's their fucking superpower. I'm like, what the fuck did feminism do to make these women so goddamn manly, bro? Like, they have a superpower. They can build life in their body and bring it into the fucking world, and they don't want to do it?
That's a crazy stat because I could swear if I went to 10 women that I know, I'd get like at least 9 out of 10 would want kids.
Say they want kids, right?
Yeah, they're probably
You know what I'm
asking
saying?
like, "Hey, are you gonna fuck me?"
Well, they're not.
No.
All right, what were you going to say, though?
Yeah.
I was just gonna stand on like, how could you like not want kids? Like, I know like from a man standpoint, it's still hard to understand that because I got 2 kids of my own. And gosh darn it, I love those suckers. They're just, I don't know. It's something like you have like a big purpose. You know, it's continuing your lifeline. Like you should think that hey, I'm good enough that I want my kids in the future making decisions that will.
And they look
somebody.
like you. That's cool as that.
Yeah, no, and that's what I think.
Sure.
I need to look up the stat. Maybe one of you guys can do it. Look up the stat. How many men want to have kids today? Because
I think mostly every man would want to have kids, wouldn't they?
yeah, but here's another crazy stat you guys can look up. That only 40% of men throughout history have ever procreated. So a lot of men.
Yeah,
just
because
haven't
one
been
guy
able-
just fucking everybody.
Yeah, which is how it's supposed to be.
All right.
It's motherfucking supposed to be.
I'll wait till it's my
You
turn.
play to win the game. You don't play to just play it.
You know what I'm saying? Shit. All the other guys who can't fuck.
He needs some milk.
It ain't got nothing to do with me. Walk around all day like.
No, fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
I get what girls are talking about. All guys are the same.
But I
20% of men don't want kids.
Yeah. So okay. So
That's
way
small.
way more men
Yeah.
want
In comparison?
to have kids. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like that I want to do experiments with these dating apps. And Adrian, I need a partner in crime. So I'm gonna need you to get you a Hinge if you don't have one. You can keep your Facebook.
I had found the top
could,
sites. I just had it up on my phone. The top dating
You were
apps.
just scrolling on Facebook, weren't you?
Yeah, no, I just pulled it up right now. So the first one is eHarmony. I suggest you get your account over there.
That's
I
for
would-
people trying to get married, dog.
Dude,
This
I've,
was trying to date.
I've tried it all.
Yeah, but you
I'm
don't-
on Black People Meet.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Right. No, I wasn't.
Christian
I was
Mingle.
talking to this
I'm doing
girl,
it
but
all, baby.
Hey, he got all the excuses as to why the way these chicks is out here acting. I'm trying to send him to the number one spot. eHarmony for your ass. Number 2,
Farmers
Match.
only.
Match. No.
Match?
Match.com.
I don't even know, dude. I thought that was
that's
a
for
fucking
40-year-old Christians.
I
Keep
thought
going.
that was a way to
It says
get like your,
25 to 50.
I thought that was like a way to get your bank information.
This one isn't for you, but this is number 3. Our Time. That's for 50 plus. Unless you roll like
hey,
that.
shit.
Hey, you
Unless
need
you
some
roll
new
like
shit.
I've been
You
trying
need-
to get a velvet rub for a long time,
Hey,
buddy.
if you need some shit.
Long
And then
time.
Bumble,
Yeah, he's
Facebook
been trying
dating.
to get that gumless head.
You tell Bernice I'm waiting for her.
Zeusk. What's Zeusk?
I don't.
You guys heard of
Oh,
Zeusk?
dude, Zeus was trash, and so was the Latino one because I was all up on that shit.
The last time you was on there looking
the
for.
Firme or whatever the fuck it
I was
is.
on there looking for them bang bro hoes.
I was trying to make somebody's summer happen.
Right. It was a cruel summer, huh? By the way, I watched that shit on
I
Netflix.
can't make
That
a
shit
cool
was
joke building my confidence.
Yeah, your confidence sounds like
dicks.
this, bro.
You tell Coco over there those pinks don't match.
Coco.
Okay. So anyway, I need a partner in crime because now I'm about to switch it up because I ran into 2 women who got so mad at me that I was shocked that they didn't want to have children. One chick got her tubes tied. She's like 27.
And she doesn't have any kids?
No, and she
Whoa,
got her. No,
and she got her tubes tied?
How do you do that? What doctor did
got
that?
Yeah, that's she got them taken out.
What
She's
doctor
not
did
having
that?
Yeah,
children.
what doctor did that?
Shout his name.
They
Let's get
usually-
that guy on
yeah, they
malpractice.
She might have been 30. Still not the point.
Still, you ain't got no
Oh,
kids and you got to
we
discuss
need
that.
to-
Why?
Okay,
See,
she
you
said
just be
that.
saying
She,
stuff.
no,
I
no, no,
need fact
no. Wait,
check it.
I can go look at the fucking conversation, but I
Let's-
don't feel
let's-
like it. There's a
check it.
bro.
We got it.
And did you tell? Well,
Bro,
probably
no,
nobody
no,
wondered
no,
her
no,
though.
no,
What
no.
she
I'm
look
Dennis
like?
again.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on,
Dennis
hold on,
again.
hold on.
I'm
This
Dennis
guy want to talk that shit.
Was the doctor like, well, you ain't,
Well,
ain't nobody going with you? I'll
Let me
do
hit
it.
one time.
This guy want to talk that. This guy want to talk that shit. Look at all these goddamn matches.
I wasn't talking about the matches. I was talking
No,
about
I'm
what
saying,
she
pull
told
out
me.
your
match.
Yeah,
No, pull
look,
out your
look.
matches.
Look at all these matches. You think I'm finna look through all this shit? Look, all these bitches.
This guy
So
went
what
to
she
go in
said?
and make me,
So what she
make
said?
me
This
feel
is what she
bad.
said.
Listen,
So what
I'm
is
gonna make
this?
you feel bad.
So anyway, got her tubes, or she's done. She's not having any children, and she couldn't have been older than
cut the pipes out.
32. Let's just say that. And she said she tried to do it when she was 18.
She
but
tried
they
to
wouldn't
do
do
it.
it, obviously.
Hell no!
Yeah.
They said get your young
Yeah,
ass.
exactly, right? So
Better put a hanger
that
up
one,
there.
and then the
A
other girl
hot
just
hanger.
got totally mad at me. I'm because she's like, I don't want kids. I'm never having any, but was talking about all the things she wants in a relationship, and I'm like, well, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, and then she's like, what am I doing here? That's so sexist. That sounds like something my stepdad would say. You're so old fashioned, and all this, and I'm like, whoa. I was just asking, like, what do you think your end goal is going to be? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want children,
So I'm
like,
trying to get my
like,
back,
don't get me
bro.
wrong, 20% of men don't want to have them, but I'm just sitting there like, what kind of like.
What man, like, that's hard because for her to be having a conversation about what she wants in a relationship, like, you might as well dead a relationship.
That's
like,
what I was
who
saying.
wants
That's
a
what I was trying to
relationship
get
with you?
to.
You
And
done
she
gutted
got
the truck.
so mad at me, and she's like, "I'm so glad we had this conversation." Blah blah blah. blah. I'm like,
That was just because everybody else in her life done told her the same shit, and
I guess,
she didn't
but-
want to hear it from.
yeah, but see, see, that's the thing. This is the thing about this whole cancel culture and
wild, though.
and being offended, bro. At the end of the day, if you get offended, then the shoe must fucking fit. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of things that people say to you that's gonna offend you. For instance, Steven,
People
you're-
say a lot of shit that is offensive, sir.
yeah, but it's only offensive to you if you feel that.
respect.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
gotta
And
put
a
something
feeling,
Sometimes
a feeling
you
is a
gotta put
temporary
something to
emotion.
it.
But here, let's check this. This is what I'm talking about. Steven, you're a fat ass. Rolls off your motherfucking shoulder because you know you're not fat. You're fucking swole. You know what I'm saying? But if
No, I was trying
it
to.
doesn't. No, but what I'm saying is, but it doesn't affect you because the shoe doesn't fit. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I was out of shape, that one used to fucking get to me. You know what I'm saying? And,
Yeah, but
and it was because
sometimes-
the shoe fit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel, and that's a true statement. But also sometimes it's because it's like maybe this is what it is. You may be offended, but like you don't get mad. Like I've been offended, I'm not mad, but it's like because sometimes like the audacity for a motherfucker like say, like dealing in business, you know, I've had people say wild things to me like to where it's like that was offensive. I didn't get mad. I just came back. I had a guy tell me, you know, you look like Michael Jordan. And I was like, that was some offensive shit. But I didn't get
Yeah,
mad.
no
I was
one
just
would
like,
get mad.
I
It's
told him,
like-
I said, you're right. I'm the Michael Jordan of building these backyards. As I
Stop
proceeded to do it, you know?
Get some
so
help.
it's like, but that is offensive. Like,
But I wouldn't take that offensive. It's
No, not when it's a backhanded.
Well, he was a white dude.
backhanded accidental racism.
because I don't look nothing like.
Okay.
Michael Jordan.
I mean, you don't
Backhanded
not look like
accidental
Michael Jordan.
racism. Let me. No, I know you're gonna fuck.
Just playing.
What'd you say?
I said you don't not look like Michael Jordan, but I'm just joking.
I mean,
But you know, I'm like,
I don't know. Like in the
No,
movie,
but
they
here's the
didn't show
thing:
his face.
it was offensive because of who it came from, and then the systematic racism that we've dealt with as Black people, and that's
His-
where that trigger
yeah.
came from. But what he said wasn't offensive. It offended you because at some point in your psyche, due to racism and white people in general and all that other stuff, it triggered you because the shoe kind of fits.
Yeah, and the same
you
for
felt
him.
like Black
Him-
people look the same, and that was what
He
you thought.
felt that
Well,
Black
but
people-
that's what you felt like.
And
That's
that's
what he
what-
said. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like a young,
but
Mike,
it's like
a young
if-
Michael Jordan.
But you don't get like mad. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
but what
I
I'm
didn't get
saying is,
mad. was
what
just
I'm
like,
trying to say is that's not
You're
offensive. So that didn't prove my point or your point because I'm saying that didn't sound offensive.
Well, because it's too. I felt like it was offensive. It wasn't offensive, and I mean, I wouldn't let nothing somebody says steam me up to where I'm gonna go jump out there. You know, I'm more about the physical contact thing. But I felt that was offensive. Like, first of all, I
Like-
don't look nothing like,
Come on, man.
you know.
You guys
You
look
pulled
at this,
it up?
Yes, look at this fucking picture. You don't not look like that nigga. Young Mike.
Young Mike,
You know what
baby.
I'm saying? That's all I'm trying to say is, that's the only point I'm trying
I
to
mean,
prove.
if
Not like
Mike
I said
had
I
a-
socked him or nothing. Like,
If Mike had like a shorter forehead and waves.
Nope.
The point
Oh,
is,
Dennis, come on.
Dennis is the biggest Michael Jordan fan out of Flagstaff.
that's all the-
What
that's all
the
I'm
fuck?
saying.
Poster he had with the fucking
So what I'm saying is,
I had that poster too.
you only get offended when the shoe fits.
Right. Okay. So we'll move forward.
But hey, D, can you hit that fan? Getting a little warm in this bitch. All right. Oh, do you guys have anything to talk about? Because I got these topics. Go ahead. No,
Roll
go
your
ahead.
top- I'll throw mine in there. I
Okay,
definitely.
cool.
I'm just here for opinions.
Well, you need to contribute, dog. You're just as much a part of this podcast as we are.
I know, but
and you
you guys
showed up
just-
with
It's good to
zero
drop them.
fucking-
No, it's
showed
good
up
to
with
drop some
jokes,
topics.
and you guys hit none of the topics I thought you would have. And
Like, was that Adrian's?
yeah, it's dangerous.
I
Of
don't
course,
know what
it's
the fuck to do about it.
Camera high too.
cooler.
Yeah.
Keep it cooler. Put some ice cubes on that bitch. 'cause-
Adrian's not contributing that much any goddamn way.
Hey, sick. Cool.
So, peep this again. Being on these dating apps,
See, I think you're more single than I am, bud.
no, you're just
He's just
not as
maneuvering better than
proactive
he-
as I
Yeah.
am.
No, I'm definitely not, dude. I get pretty discouraged as far as like the girls, you know, like if it's not a yes, it's a no, and then
I got
all
a
the-
question
all
for
things
both
you
of
gotta
you
read
guys.
through and hold on, I'm not done talking.
I know my bad. Go ahead. I just meant when you're done. I
I
got
was kidding.
some.
No, I was done. Go ahead.
As you were saying that, so I'm gonna start with you, and then you answer too. What's
Here we
the
go.
worst like thing a girl said to you on there?
Which time?
Like when it was bad. Like anytime. I wanted to hear one.
Dude, I've heard it all. Just
Just drop the worst one that you're just like she
Let's
made.
hear it.
dude, the worst one, the one. So what hurt the most?
Yeah.
it was really you.
Damn. You're right.
Did you already
That shit.
match? Huh? Did you already match?
Yeah, it was weird,
So
dude.
she matches with you and then
Yes.
says, "Really, you? Did
Yeah.
you know her?"
No.
That was on
sure?
her. That was,
Yeah,
that's
well,
how
I mean,
she
that's
felt.
just like,
Yeah.
dude, I get.
That was
I
crazy.
get it
though.
all, dude.
What
It's-
about you? That was
What was the
crazy.
question?
What's the craziest
just
thing a
like-
girl
just
said
like
to you on
later.
there?
Okay.
In a rude standpoint, not in like and then we'll go with positive. And if you've heard some shit that was like, she really had me driving faster when I got in my truck. I was feeling good.
I haven't gotten anything
one
that
of those.
rude yet. I had definitely nothing that rude. What I did get was a girl that I had previously. It's right there. Had previously had the same conversation with on Instagram. I ran into her on Hinge and swiped, and she matched. You know what I mean? And she was like, "What are you doing on here? Are you single now?" And I'm like, "Nah, still same situation." And she was like, "Oh, well, still not interested." You know what I mean? And then she's like, "Well, why don't you tell people that?"
Damn, that must have
And
hurt your feelings. Huh?
yeah, she's like, "Why don't you lead with that?" And that's when I wanted to go in on her, like, bitch, because I don't have to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
but then if you go in on them, it's just
I
creates
didn't.
a whole-
I didn't.
a
You know what
whole
I'm saying?
thing.
But like, I
wow.
was trying to
You're
let her
not that
know.
guy, pal. Trust me.
That's
You're not
Adrian's
that
like,
guy.
yeah, but if you go, because he wanted, he's like, I be going in on these. Like,
Yeah.
fuck you,
No, I did it
I
one
was
time, but
about
I mean,
to.
like-
Well,
like
I'm
how
going
much-
to, bro. When I do these experiments, a bitch is gonna be matching with me and catching an attitude, and I'm gonna be like,
We should do an experiment. We should do an experiment where she matches with you, and then I show up.
You guys want to set up a catfish account?
No, I wasn't saying that. Just like, and then we interview her and see how mad she is.
hey, that wouldn't be bad.
I thought that would be
wouldn't be
funny,
bad.
but-
I've got road mics. So
Got road mics.
or well, this no.
I got
they're-
diabetes.
You didn't get stabbed. Oh, you was playing a game? Oh, stab.
Yeah, no, they're little clip-on mics, and we could set that up. That wouldn't be bad
I
for
thought
like
that'd
for
be
like
a
some
funny
shorts
idea.
for our page.
Yeah,
You know what
I
mean?
thought it'd be
That'd be kind of fun. I'm down to do some shit like that.
I wish somebody would.
But no, I don't think he's
Got a
nearly
lot
as
of- I got a
proactive
couple
as
girls
me.
who can
But I
play
don't
this
think
song.
Adrian's ever been. I don't think none of y'all have ever been as fucking proactive as me when it comes to women. You know what
When
I mean?
I'm
No, dude,
single,
I'm
I be
definitely not a
moving.
proactive person when it comes to that. I'm just like, hey,
When
if
I,
it happens, it happens. It's
I don't know. And I've just always played a lot of relationships, but I've had gaps of singleness, and I always
dude,
played my hand.
Like, well, I mean, like this is how I look at like being single. It's like, cause you know, I hear what you got.
Well, you
and
made a marathon of it, so let's go ahead. Let's no, fuck this.
Okay, cool. You know,
Is there any more beer in there? I haven't had a beer in a while.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we gotta, Adrian. We're about to let you get this out, dog.
Right?
Get this out, dog. Our bad.
After this commercial break.
Don't shoot.
Right? Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. It's happy to help.
All right, go ahead.
All right, cut it
Drop
out.
it, Nostradamus.
No, it's just go to somebody else. Let me gather my thoughts.
Well, I was ready to roll off of what you were gonna say. Nah, I don't know who we were talking about. Mom.
Well, it's just like it's just a weird thing about like just really like being single. You know, it's
Oh, that's
What's weird about it?
huh? Well, I mean, for me, like just being an average male, you know, just average guy out there. It's like I heard a parent say at the baseball game the other day. It's like, oh yeah, you get way more wins when you're younger. So like now dating off the back end of you know I'm 36 now, so it gets a little bit harder dating all these girls when they want, because the all that's left are the girls with the long list, and you gotta hit.
You're better as an older man.
Yeah,
men
I mean,
reach their prime at
I was
an older age.
just saying.
We're like
speaking
fine
of-
wine.
I get that. Well, whoever said that at the fucking baseball game is a dumbass.
That was
And
just
what makes
leading
you-
into my
like-
my point.
Fucking dumbass. You should have told
I
that
was
guy.
just trying to
So
lead
that
into
was a
my
fucking
point.
lie.
No, it was just leading into my point.
Well, what's your point?
Run.
Yeah, it's just there's just not there's all these girls that have these lists of, you know, like you've
The
spoken
check boxes:
before.
6
Yeah, the
feet,
check-
6 figures, 6 inches or more, 6-pack, charming, handsome, funny,
6 years.
smart, providing, protecting, can fight,
6-pack, yeah.
is a romantic thug, writes poetry, but also robs
has all his
niggas.
toenails. all kinds of
straight
stuff.
Poetry, but also right.
Yeah, you know what I'm
good.
saying? That's what they want.
Yeah, got him. It's just it's real unrealistic.
It's not.
Okay.
It is unrealistic. It really is. Just being 6 feet and 6 figures, you've put yourself into a less than 5% tax bracket in the world, or not in the world, in the United States. If you make over 6 figures, that's 11% of the country, half of which are women. The other half of those men, of that 7.5%, are married, and the other half of that not married are 45 or older, for the most part, and some of them are gay. And if you like black men, cut that number in the other half of half in half. And
So
then,
eighth?
so that's just 6 figures. Then you want to put 6 feet into it. And that's only 15% of the country. You know
wanna
what I'm
put
saying?
6
And that
feet in
includes women too. But let's say 80% of those 6 footers are men. And, and if you like black men who make 6 figures, that's less than 1%, sweetie. If that's what you fucking want, or even if it's not black men, I'm Mexican, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's what you want, it's going to be like he has the options that you now have. He has the attention that you have. Every woman wants him. So you have to play by his rules. All right? And that's why, I'm in the position that I'm in. I've said it to her face. She'll be on the show. She'll hear this. She's probably watching right now. Jessica knows that beauty is common. Niggas like me aren't. Okay? So if she don't want to be here, she can walk the fuck away. And replacing her is going to be a lot easier than it is for her to replace me. There's a lot more women that are willing to quit their fucking job and clean this house than there are men who are going to take on a 32-year-old woman with 2 children.
But do you think there's a lot of women that would want to quit their job and take care of a house?
Absolutely.
Presented like that?
Absolutely.
I think
you
unless you're
damn, I need that sound.
Yeah,
I've been doing this longer than you.
No, like
you ain't got the answers.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like there's like 3, 4, 5 bitches here though. So it's like, I think
90% of women want their bills paid, and if they had the choice to quit their job and be a stay-at-home mother, they would choose that over building a career.
If they already have kids, or like
if they didn't, if they would choose. Why do
I don't
you think?
Listen, a chick with no kids is not trying to quit their job and babysit all day.
What?
A chick with no kids, I don't know what age group we're talking about, but let's say like 28. She has a job, she has no kids, and she's enjoying her life. You think that she would want to quit her job and then come to a household and babysit without any kids? And like let go of her, and you know what I mean? Like that's.
If her bills are going to be paid, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Women are inherently lazy, bro. They don't work as hard as we do. They're not built to work as hard as we do. I don't mind being the villain on the show.
Labor-wise, right?
Period. You know what I'm saying? Even in corporate jobs, they work 4 hours less a week than men. They take more vacation time. They take more sick days. And they're unwilling to work overtime.
All right, well let's run some of those stats down. You lost.
You can look this shit up, but it's the truth.
Give me one to look up.
How many hours do women work compared to men a week?
It's like they work like 42.
And I think they work something like that. It's like 48 to 55 or 52 or something like that. The pay gap is not a real thing.
In other words, working women earn 75% of what men earn, but this gap doesn't take into account the fact that, and I did exactly what, I don't know what it's giving me, but we'll see. On average, men working more hours than women. According to U.S. Census data, men spend an average of 41 hours per week at their jobs, while women work an average 36 hours per week at their jobs.
You don't have to read much more. I was just telling you that.
No, I know. I
just spit that shit off the top of my head. So the point is that like they're not built to work. Feminism taught women to work and to become the men that they want. And what they don't understand is attraction is not symmetrical. Attraction is asymmetrical. What men are looking for in a woman is not the same thing as what women are looking for in a man. Women are concerned about a man's future. We're concerned about a woman's past. Men are attracted to youth, beauty, and purity. They want a woman who's going to give them the 4 S's, which is sex, silence, submission, and sandwiches. And that's pretty much what we need to be happy with the woman. Do other men want more things from women? Sure. But a woman's ability to earn does not get our dick hard. It's not something that's like, she's a doctor. I'm attracted to that shit. It's like, that's really cool. She's smart. She's not a dumbass. All right. But it's not turning me on. Okay. And at the end of the day, the more successful a woman is, the more assertive she is, competitive she is, dominant she is, non-agreeable she is. And as much as we deal with as men in life, because if you don't bring value to the table as a man, the world will show you that you're a bum. So you're fighting battles all goddamn day. The last thing you want to do is go home and have another fucking battle with your woman. And ultra successful women tend to come with attitude problems because they want the best. Because women date horizontally or vertically. They do not date down. They'll date down for a moment, depending on how handsome this fucking guy is or how good the dick is, but there's a fucking clock on how long they'll
most
put up
definitely.
with that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? But the difference for us is that I'll
chess.
take a bitch from the bus stop if she's pretty enough and don't give me a fucking headache. And you're talking about if they're willing to quit their job and babysit. Yeah, if everything's being paid for, you goddamn right. Majority of them are. Not all, but majority of them are.
All right.
Fair enough.
All right. What's your topic? You got something? I've been
Yeah. So my thing was
running this shit.
We talk about
Doing good, Troy.
we talk about how jaded everybody's thinking as far as, in the dating, or for you guys, in the dating world, how women think and how guys think. So as dudes, I ask everybody, what do you guys feel that these chicks should really be? Because you talk about what they're
Get up on the mic,
what
please.
what you feel like these chicks are actually pursuing. What should they actually be pursuing other than what they are pursuing?
There's zero wrong with a woman's mating strategy. Men understand a woman's dating strategy. Two things that I want to do, and
about
the
presentation,
point
huh?
of this podcast is to teach men to get your ass in the gym and get in shape, especially if you're short. Okay? Learn how to fight, especially if you're short. Make some money, especially if you're short. That way you can stand out amongst tall, good-looking, broke
Right,
niggas. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's great
what
advice.
women want from men is security. They're worried about your future. So you can be as short as you motherfucking want, but if you can buy this bitch a car,
I don't want to be
if you can, it doesn't matter, Adrian. What I'm telling you
But
is,
you said
is
you could be as short as you want. I don't
you,
think
or you can be
anybody-
as short as you are. Nobody wants to be short. Fine.
go.
You can be as short as you are. It does not matter. Because let me tell you something. Kevin Hart and Peter Dinklage, the little nigga from Game of Thrones,
Ain't got no
have
problems.
zero problems getting bitches, okay?
Both.
What I'm telling you is like anybody is gonna want to be with them because they can provide a fucking lifestyle. And women want a lifestyle, and that's perfectly fine. We understand that. All I'm saying is if you are able to acquire that man who can give you that lifestyle, understand that men are as faithful as their options for the most part. Are there unicorns? Sure. Is it possible to find that 6 feet, 6 figure, handsome, tall, funny, charming man who wants you and only you? Sure, it's possible. Is it probable? Not likely. So understand that those kind of men come with bitches, just like you, as beautiful as you are, sweetheart, come with attention from males. So you're constantly basically 1 foot in and 1 foot out because you've got other men who look better than your man, who make more money than your man, who can offer you more than your man, constantly telling you that they want to give all that to you. Now, the thing is niggas will lie and say whatever the fuck they want to get some pussy.
That is
Women
just a fact.
constantly conflate sexual attention with boyfriend
Long-term
options,
attention.
long-term options. You know what I'm saying? And what they don't understand is they're just trying to fuck you. And women also don't understand that chasing your career and being ultra independent is not a value to you. You are at your peak from 18 to 26. That is when you are the most attractive, and that is when you're going to find the best mate possible. The older you get, you're going to run into a wall.
But while in the meantime, until she has somebody, shouldn't that young lady be looking to build a career for herself so she doesn't have to depend on anybody?
For what?
Because who's gonna? Yeah,
For what? As a
for
woman,
sure. Hold on.
as a
For
woman,
sure,
wait, hold on,
guys-
let me say something. As a woman, all she needs to do to acquire a good man who's going to take care of her is go stand somewhere and look lost. This bitch can
All
go
right,
to
well-
Whole Foods and just stand there and look lost. Man's gonna come. Sweetie, are you lost? Would you like me to take care of you for the rest of
Yeah.
your motherfucking life?
and that happens. But what you
Just
know?
go
what
to
I'm
the
saying?
gym
Like,
and use equipment wrong, nigga. Somebody's gonna wife you up. It's
use
not
the
that.
equipment wrong.
It's not that hard to find a fucking man. Why?
Yeah,
Why should she get a career when she could work at Sonic and find somebody,
Because she-
find a baller who's gonna take her out of there?
Yeah, because she needs to have something for herself. Every human being should have something for themselves until she meets a guy and then it goes that way.
Okay,
Cool. But in the
fine,
meantime,
fine,
she should
okay.
definitely
Chase your
look
career-
to chase a
chase your
career.
career,
so she
but
has
don't
something.
put your
And
career before
Right.
relationship
And here's another thing.
and family.
Like, I think like while all these women are out here being picky and, how they're choosing mates, it is in a woman's best interest to have her own shit because when you do meet guys, that's one less thing that you're not looking for something from him. You can actually date. You can see the person and see, like, is this guy somebody that you should be investing your time with because of where you're trying to go, like relationship wise.
What they got to do with having your own stuff?
Because if a chick ain't got shit, then she's got to go with a guy. Like when they ain't
She
got
can live
shit
with her
to
fucking
stand.
parents.
Well,
As long as
some
she ain't
can.
out, most
What
can.
I'm talking-
As long
okay,
as
we're
she's out there
okay.
being a hoe.
So I'm just
her
talking
parents
about
will
like,
let her stay there.
yeah, but I'm talking about a chick that doesn't have that option. You should definitely be able to stand on your own. Then you don't got to go for the bullshit.
Okay, but you don't need. Like, put it this way: Webby and Neo lied to these hoes. The INDEPENDENT. Do you know
gonna
what
blame
that?
it on
She
Nelly?
got her own car.
I thought it was
She
more
got her
on
own
Beyonce
job.
than
She
anybody
got-
else.
Don't nobody give a fuck about that, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck.
Beyonce,
You're an adult, bitch. You have an apartment and furniture. You're in a job. You're supposed to.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That's
She should have
fine.
something.
That's fine.
Oh, you talking about go stand
that's not
somewhere
a
and look
cr-
pretty. I'm saying
Well,
she should be.
She has
should
the
be-
option to do that. But she has the option to do that. But
There's
what
a
I'm
career
saying
out
is,
there right now.
but what I'm saying is you're saying chase their career. Go ahead. If you want to be a doctor or a veterinarian, go ahead and do that. But
Yeah.
understand you're going to severely limit your option. Now, check this out. Say you're in
A lot of couples meet in college, though. If she's going to school to be a veterinarian, she usually meets a dude that's in the class. He's a vet. He's going to be a veterinarian
Fair.
too.
And
And then
she-
they mate and they start dating, and boom. You know how many relationships couples are out there, and they're like, we met in college because
Yeah.
she was chasing it.
And
she
do you
was-
know how many of them
so-
don't last?
Well, a lot. I mean, how many? What's the percentage on divorces or whatever? What was it? Or I mean,
It's like
I don't know.
60% of marriages end up in divorce, and at this
Right,
point,
it's just getting there, though.
70% of them are initiated by women. 70 to 80% of them, and
higher than
90%
that.
if
'Cause
she's
more men cheat than women.
90% if she's college educated. And right
she's
now,
smart.
Check that.
because she's smart. No, because she can, because she
She's
can
like, I'm gonna
provide
get the
for-
fuck out of here now because you're wasting my goddamn time.
No, see, that's the thing. She's not. Nobody's wasting her time. It's just that she wants the best male. And if she's doing as good as the best
That-
male, he's not the best
That could
male.
definitely be a scenario for sure. Maybe she wants something better. Okay, boom.
Of
but
course
a
she
lot
does.
of
That's
those
how women
also
do.
are, this nigga's a piece of shit. I'm out. I gave it 8 years. I gave
You
it 10
met in
years. I
college.
gave-
Y'all both doctors.
or
How much of a
whatever.
piece of shit is he?
Well, in the household, like
70%.
just because, like, what men, as us men, got to understand,
divorce.
which I also, I have to remind myself every single day
Simp button.
that I have to remind myself every day. It's like, we also, you just can't provide and protect. Like, there's a lot of shit you got to do. So when you got to, like, the relationship is more than just, oh, he makes a lot of money. Boom. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of fucking girls, that's what they'll go for. Then they're in that shit, and all of a sudden he starts whooping her ass. He's talking to her like she's fucking stupid.
That
and all
doesn't
that shit.
fucking happen.
Like,
Domestic violence is much stronger amongst gay couples than it is men and women. And on top of that, 9
Don't
out
get
of
us
10 times,
canceled already.
we're not getting canceled. 9 out of 10 times, the woman starts the shit. You know what I'm saying?
9 out of 10
women,
times
women
what?
want equal rights. Well, guess what? Those might come with equal lefts. You know what I'm saying? You hit a nigga, you might get hit back.
well, for sure, I don't agree with a woman hitting a dude.
Okay, but
Yeah,
that's the
for
thing.
sure.
They never.
But,
They
I
always.
mean,
it's
that's just-
always cry wolf with women. They always get to play the victim.
And a lot of,
You know what
I
I'm
mean,
saying?
like, a lot of time guys are beating bitches' ass too. Like,
Not a lot of times.
What?
That does not happen that often.
so more women are beating up dudes in domestic violence.
Yes,
I would
but
think-
men
I would
don't
say
talk
yes.
about it.
I
How
would
many
say
fucking
yes
men
on
are
that.
finna
I
say
would
something
say yes
about it?
on that.
You ain't never been hit by a goddamn woman?
Of course I have.
And when did you say something about it?
No, I'm not
Never,
gonna-
nigga,
Right
right
now.
now,
Right now.
today.
But what I'm
Right
saying is,
now.
but I feel like, I mean, this is just my opinion, but I feel like if you're gonna go on a stat, like who does more physical, domestic abuse?
Women,
I think
women
it's
How would you
break
even
shit.
check that?
Women break
I
property.
know, but I mean, we just check what's been reported.
They hurt your
Women-
feelings.
women
You
break
make
property,
You make
women
a woman
kick
mad
you
right
out.
away. They just go
They
with
do.
an insult.
They do
You
all
say,
that
"Hey, I
shit,
don't
and
wanna
we don't
date you."
never call
Boom.
the cops.
Yeah, they definitely. But that's their weapon. Their weapon towards us is saying some
It's
shit to
hate.
get under our skin because they're not physically as strong as us.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get that. But that's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna find that man that is doing everything you need him to do, and is bringing in the income that you want him to bring in, you got to understand that you're on his time. Period. And if you don't like it, bounce. It's
Yeah,
that
I mean,
fucking simple.
For sure.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
think anybody in any relationship that they're not happy, if they don't like it, they should most definitely bounce. And that's probably why the 90% on the college educated women bounce.
Yeah, and the problem is women outnumber men 3 to 1 right now in college. So
So
that's
not
why
everybody's gonna have a date to the dance.
relationships are doomed. Marriages are doomed because feminism taught women
It's
to
competitive.
be
have two or
men.
three
Yeah,
of them,
it's
right?
competitive.
Feminism is the furthest thing from femininity.
Well, if
Well,
the,
it
It has
well,
taught
okay,
women to be the
here's
man
my
that they
topic.
want.
with all those things considered, why do you want more of them in your life?
Because I love bitches.
Okay.
I fucking love women. I can handle it. Here's the thing: the reason I'm the way that the reason I'm the way that I am is because I listened, unfortunately, to the shit that women said that they wanted. Women give piss poor advice on how to get a woman. Okay, and as boys, 9 out of 10 times we go to our mom like, what do I do to attract her? And she tells us the most ass backward shit to get the woman.
Yeah,
you know
I
what I'm
get it.
saying?
I get it. I
Because
was thinking
she's
mom, too.
old and she's thinking about the
tried.
things that she likes now.
tried.
You know what I'm saying? And not thinking about what your dad did to get
So
her. You know what I'm
with you
saying?
and Emmy, who's gonna give Emmy advice on how to get chicks? You or
I've been
Crystal?
giving it to him. I'm just been telling him, you know, like
Damn
oh,
sure not Crystal.
He's pretty good at reading situations. He's a lot better than me. As far as that goes, he's good, man. He's cool. He's popular. He's tall.
Does he ask you questions about her?
Not really.
Not yet?
No, I think he's got a leg up on me on that. He's got a crush. He's like, Dad, that's my crush.
I'm going to tell Harvey
And
how
then
to
a
get
week-
women.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you next. And
I'm
you're
going to tell Harvey how to get
Wasn't
women.
done, but-
That's
I'm
how
not gonna-
that's how I experienced it. My dad told me about girls.
Yeah.
My mom, as I got older, probably like 25 plus, then my mom had comments on how to, you know.
But at the end of the day, what I was trying to say is the reason I am the way that I am is because I listened to my mom
Mm.
and I saw my dad do a lot of things that wasn't great towards a woman. So I was like, I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? But now as I've gotten older, my dad did everything he needed to do, which is why my mom put up with him for 22 years. You know what I'm saying? He handled his business. He was dominant. He was alpha. He was assertive. He handled his business. Bills were paid. He did everything he needed to do. He was just mean. That was his biggest thing is he was mean. I'm not mean at all, but I'm not negotiating with terrorists. Okay. So when a woman starts complaining to me about all kinds of bullshit, then there's the fucking door. Yeah. You don't have to be here. Okay. This is your choice. If you don't want to be in an open relationship where we see other women and a one penis policy,
that was on the resume.
you know what I'm saying? Then
for
don't
sure.
be here. That's completely fine. That's your prerogative. You don't need to be here. But I'm not going to be mean. I am the sweetest fucking person in the world. That girl has everything. She had no answer for what she wanted for her birthday. What do you want for my birthday? I don't know. I don't need clothes. I don't need electronics. I don't need this. You've bought me everything just throughout the year, just cause. You know what I mean? Can you take me to Sedona? Bet. Got you. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
how was Sedona? How was the weather?
Just got some rocks and stuff, or
yeah, she's a hippie. You know she's a fucking hippie.
I know she's a hippie.
It was 86 degrees, but the golf was nice.
Oh, you golfed out there?
Yeah, I had to. What the fuck I'm gonna go to Sedona for? I didn't want to do this shit.
It was her birthday, nigga. Go kayaking, nigga. Get in the water. Light a candle.
Throw those rocks she collected at you. I said you should have let her
I bought
collect
some
those
necklaces.
rocks and throw them at you.
I bought some necklaces.
You just golfed by yourself?
Well, I mean, I paired me up with a bunch of old dudes, but
did they like you?
They were cool.
They thought you were.
But they wanted to play from the white tees, and I was on the gold tees, and then there's the black tees. You know, so
Were they ahead or behind?
They were ahead, so like I had to hit first every time. And
I would love that.
I guess. But
you made it.
Yeah,
you finally made it.
They were slow. They were there the whole day. They were just like, But anyway, how the fuck did we get here?
I don't know. You said Sedona, and I was like, so how was that? All right, we're back on topic.
All she wanted was for a trip. Just take me to Sedona. You provided everything. You're the best. And is your arm okay?
Yeah.
You spent this whole podcast
and
checking yourself
and
out.
Here's the thing. So we're getting close to our time, fellas. So, Adrian, craziest thing this week in the single life. Anything cracking? Don't drop no names, but anything
Don't drop no
exciting.
We got a motherfucking baseball tournament.
No, I'm talking about in the single world, not
Dog,
base single hits.
I got my kids for like 2 weeks, so
okay.
I'm not.
You're on a deadhead week. All right.
It's not. I wouldn't call.
What about you, Troy? Any fly prospects in the last 7 days? Working on something?
Something coming or something that's happened?
Or something you're working
Who's
on
coming?
or something that happened? Yeah, I mean, if you had something that. Let's leave these people with an experience that.
Well, I've got my prospects that I'm going to see this week. Ooh, shit, excuse me.
Prospects. Triple A, double A.
there seems to be a promising potential future addition coming. Okay. We've hung out twice now.
Mexican chick, right?
I think she's some Mexican? Type of Hispanic.
Yeah, no father.
No, she's got her dad.
Oh, she's got her dad. She knows him.
No, but she's really fucking pretty. She's got pretty eyes, nice lips, and fucking,
tatas.
Yeah.
What's the hat say?
I love titties and beer. That's what my hat says.
Tops and bottoms.
Bottoms.
Call those totems.
She's in shape, so I work out.
I never
you know
got
what I
an
mean?
answer.
But it's not a genetic.
She has,
butt. Jessica's got a genetic butt, and then the other girl's got some genetic boobs. You know what I'm saying? So
right on.
Cool.
Right on.
Getting the best of both worlds right now.
For everybody listening.
But she's very promising. We'll see where this goes. Jessica likes her. I like her, and she was over here last night, or not last night. It was Sunday, and was it Sunday? I don't fucking remember. I think it was Sunday. Anyway, and we just kicked it, went swimming, had a good time, talked, watched some movies, and then she bounced when we got tired. But yeah, I'm not finna put her whole business out there. We're
right.
No,
I know you
already said tops and bottoms. We know who
this bitch is. I said that. Yeah, but no, she's very, very pretty. It looks good on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, right. Paper.
Yeah. Are you guys ready to call it?
Somebody on.
Hey, we're at an hour. Good job, fellas.
Just an hour?
Yeah, I thought we covered a lot.
This seems so much longer than that. You guys want to go a couple more minutes or what?
So much longer.
I have one more topic.
Okay, drop it.
Go ahead.
Topic.
Yeah, drop it. Hit him.
Let's give him one more.
Mm-hmm. Wait, I have two more topics.
All right, well, let's run through them.
So check this out. I meant to get to this. So I don't know how we got derailed, but because of the dating apps, I wanted to point out. Here it is. I'm on the dating apps. Jessica knows I'm on the dating apps. There is a Facebook group called "Are We Dating the Same Man?"
Oh shit! Jordan popped up on radar.
And I had one of my homegirls on Instagram screenshot me my fucking Hinge profile.
Oh no!
Your
footprint, your dick footprint.
Like, look at this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You are for the streets.
Yeah. And I was like,
what? What the fuck?
But yeah, no. And she's so I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, it's a Facebook group. There's 24,000 fucking members in this Facebook group.
You were 2,300 of them, huh?
No, I'm just saying. But I'm just like, yo, how fucking petty and lame is this shit? Like at the end of the day,
people are recording. People are leaving you your information there.
Yeah, they screenshotted my shit. So somebody who knows me enough to know that I'm with somebody posted my shit in there because it was posted anonymously. Like, are we dating the same man? To see if any other women are going to sit there like, oh yeah, I'm talking to him and this and that. Like that's what the Facebook group is about.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And
Women done linked up. That's that 90% of them smart chicks that is divorced.
No,
that's for 20% of the girls have been cheated on.
They getting together.
Yeah,
it says only 25% of men
is basically
one smart bitch.
Emotional damage.
Because that's some silly shit. Like why even? Yes. Are you dating the same man? Yeah, probably. Because all of you want the same.
Group.
Yeah,
all y'all
don't stop it.
Everybody
yes,
in preschool look the fucking
man
same
because you
and
want
has the last name Cuthbert.
You want the same guys. You want the same guys. You want the tall guy. You want the handsome guy. You want the charming guy. You want the funny guy. You want the guy who's got status. You want the guy who's got money. You want the guy who's in shape. You want the guy who's got game. All of you want the same guy. What the fuck makes you think that he's only going to be with one of you? I need women to try some pussy so they can understand why.
I thought about that when you were talking. I was like, does Jessica have an account to where she is out there fishing for bitches? And then she's like, this is my man.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured.
She's on the dating app, so you're not against me.
Who gets better results? Who's the better fisherman out here in this equation?
It would be, for somebody to join us, she would be way better at it than me, but she's not proactive. She's worried about being a mom. She's worried about this house. She's worried about all kinds of other things. I'm just worried about busting a nut. I don't need to know the bitch's name.
So
I don't
like,
need to know her birthday.
fishing.
Like every time I bring a woman into the conversation, I don't fucking know. I didn't ask any of that shit yet. I don't give a fuck.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you
like,
show the girl like
Yeah.
once you say like once you break down the equation, you show her a picture of like this is my lady type shit. This
yeah.
is what you're,
Oh, for sure. They
Yeah.
gotta like her too.
right for sure.
If they don't like her,
It's just
then-
because she asked the question, so I was wondering like, well,
Yeah, no. I mean, obviously they're interested in me. You know what I'm saying? But if they like girls, they're gonna be interested in her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she got a nice body. She's beautiful. So like, yeah, it's crazy. Threesomes are awesome. You guys should try it.
I almost had a threesome last week. I didn't even tell you about it. Yeah.
What? This is a fucking podcast. Listen
hey,
to
now
the
you want to
first
talk
thing we
about an
started
hour
with.
and 5 minutes in.
Right.
Grab this.
Emotional damage.
I just
Please
need-
elaborate. Give us the story. How
Yeah,
the
what the
needed
fuck?
two
How
more
did you
people.
almost have a threesome? I had a 1.5.
I just needed 2 more people and I would have had it.
Gotcha, bitch.
Fucking dork. All right.
This tastes good.
Yeah, but I just wanted to point that out that there's a whole
that out.
fucking
These
group of
bitches ain't
women
shit.
talking about are we dating the same guy, and I'm like, that's so fucking
crazy.
lame. You guys are so goddamn lame.
You mad they got smart on you, huh?
No, it has nothing to do with being
You
smart.
sounded salty as a bitch. They're
No,
so
because
fucking lame.
I'm not in trouble.
I know you're not. I'm just saying the way you were saying it's like
No, it's-
somebody's mad, somebody's drunk. Like, wow, these chicks done united and got a union on us.
Yeah, but the thing is that's some bullshit because
it is
where's your
like some
accountability,
bullshit.
sweetie?
There's probably one on women.
Oh my
There's
god.
probably have you met her at 11:11?
Niggas heard that lame. Ain't that lame to sit there and start a Facebook group? So you fucking my girl?
The lame ones. Hey, let me tell you a story.
Are we still buddies? You get free ice cream on Wednesdays, dog. Come on,
Like, I
man.
had a dude ready to like damn near fight me on an estimate because
Because he thought
his wife has history of like messing with the landscaper or something.
Did you tell her you were
Yeah,
black?
no shit. What? That's
you
what I
tell-
said. I said, what the?
Like, are they hiring?
Hold on. This is what happens. You're dumb. So I go over there and like this dude's like 6'6", like 300 pounds, and just comes flying out the side gate. What are you doing here? I'm like, man, I'm here to do an estimate. I'm like, dog, you need to take some space. What the fuck? And then his wife's like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, I got my ruler and shit and paper. I'm like, what's?
You were measuring?
And he
You
was
were
like-
hey, this is
And so he was
about
like,
to lay some black concrete back here.
you know, and he's like, I told her to hold off on the estimate, and he's yelling at me though, and I'm looking at him like, well, bro, you gotta like talk to her about that.
I'm like, bro, you
I'm
should've
walking
called me.
into y'all's
You should
situation.
have called me.
No, so
you
here's
call
the crazy thing. No, he wasn't trying to. You know, I'm gonna fight somebody if they ain't got no gun in there. And he just walked up on me. But so it was. I was like, all right, whatever, cool. So I just turned around. I go to my car. So then he calls me and he gives me the backlog and the story. He's like, man, I'm sorry for spazzing out on you like that, but she
Bust out your face,
last
huh?
dude. So basically, they got a back. I didn't even get to see the backyard, but what I gathered, I didn't even get in the gate. My man was on the
front
gate,
lawn?
like, press. I was like,
You just saw
yo,
the front
Charles. I was like, what the fuck? But so he calls me and he's like, nah, man, the last guy that was building the yard. So they got like a half-built yard and they want to get it finished because in the middle of the
bet,
guy
yeah.
building the yard,
That's the most important part. Is
she
finishing.
goes on a date with this dude. Like the landscaper, he finds out that they meet up and go on like a date and shit. So he like is ready to beat a landscaper's ass.
He needs to get the fuck out of there. He needs
Yeah,
to.
and then I wanted to. Hey, when he called me on like the way my heart is set up, dog, like somebody going through some shit, like I'm always wanting to give advice of some kind. If I can drop some little gem
I
to
would
just
have been. I would
get
have
a
been
nigga
if
out.
you would have told me some shit.
Like my man
outta
wanted out, and I was just like,
Look, dog. If I was fucking your wife, I would do this.
dog, he was just like, he was like, she's like this, so I gotta watch her, I gotta be on her. And those are the type of guys where I just be like, bro,
You don't.
I'm not messing with no chick that I
You don't
gotta
gotta
watch,
live like this.
check your phone, question a guy friend or anything. I ain't fucking with nobody like
Try
that.
this
I'm like,
pussy.
brother, if you don't move on, and
Try
this
this
isn't like
pussy though.
And here's the thing, here's the crazy thing.
What'd you eat today?
Here's the crazy thing. He was like 6'6". There's definitely a bitch out there for him. Like, come on. But it was just that's a crazy.
Yeah, that nigga's a simp. He ain't got it right because
he got a bad. I'm all for like loving your lady and being there, but like infidelity, no fucking way. Trust, no fucking way. No fucking way. That's my deal breakers. Trust, that type of shit, like no fucking way.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. That's funny.
That's crazy. I wish I had a body camera on that day. That shit would go viral, dude.
Right?
Because I know I was looking
Everybody
like.
just been watching the video like. All right, last one, and then we can cut it. Because, this is a good length. I like this. This is good. Especially because tomorrow I'm going to be editing it all and making some shorts. We're
some shorts for y'all.
Finally going to get this shit cracking the way we're supposed to. So, last one.
We hopping
I'm
up.
going to start with Mr. Single.
Hey,
Can men and women be friends?
I think definitely, but one of them has to be completely committed to not fucking me.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
I don't have to. You're fucking wrong.
Okay.
You lying.
Right?
I didn't think it was very far off. But go ahead, Troy. Tell us what you think.
No, finish. You think women? Cause what'd you say? They just one of them. One of them's gotta be committed to not fucking. Is that what you said?
No, I said one of them has to be committed to not fucking the
So
other.
then they're not fucking friends if one of them is committed to fucking.
It doesn't make it difficult. But I know I feel where you're going with that.
Yeah.
They both definitely have to be committed
The
to
only
like.
way
No,
committed
one
was-
of them. That's the only way they're gonna be friends.
No, that's
No. And fucking hear me out. God damn it. Can we somebody get your? I'll cut your fucking.
You got the
off,
floor.
dude. Jesus Christ.
You got the floor. All right, no more buttons. You got the floor. Go ahead.
I think it's just like somebody has to be, if they're gonna be friends, somebody's interested in fucking the other person. It may not be both because obviously that's not how friends happen. That's how like a relationship happens. But one of them is gonna be fully committed to like this could one day be my boyfriend or girlfriend, and the other just fucking press it. Just fucking press it. And then the other person, there's somebody clueless that really doesn't understand what's going on, and that's the only way they can be friends.
How the fuck are you friends?
Because
How the fuck are you friends that way if somebody's clueless?
Because somebody's just hanging out with them, thinking that this is
Right, that we're just kicking it. Yeah. I
Right,
think
stop
it's
it.
like it's like
Go ahead.
yeah, it's like I know what you're gonna like. I'm sure I have a good idea of where you're going with it, and I'm kind of there with you on that as well.
Adrian.
But I think it really has to do with like for sure, at least one of them have to be like not attracted to the other one. But it's also like what type of friends? Like you guys hang out and see each other here and there, or you're just like
Nigga,
we're
friends is friends.
yeah. But I mean,
Not
it,
acquaintances.
when
not
it's
friends
boys and
time to
girls.
time.
That's the
Yeah,
fucking
that's the
question
thing.
you asked,
Okay, the
dude.
question.
It's a little bit more
Okay,
complicated
no,
than
it's
that.
not. The answer's fucking
so
no.
they can be
Okay,
friends, but they can't.
Alright.
It depends. Like, are they both in relationships? Like, what is the scenario? Because if they're both in relationships, they can be friends, but they're not going to be like, "Hey, let's go have coffee. Hey, let's go to dinner."
That's
You
what
know?
friends do.
Not when you're in relationships and you're the opposite sex, though. That's
Then
what I'm
you
saying.
can't
There's
be
a
friends. Because
adult
if I
friendship.
asked you guys to go get a drink or go have dinner, you like, yes, let's go.
Yeah, but when it's the opposite sex and they're in relationships, you guys are
Then
friends,
you're
but you
not
guys ain't.
friends.
But
You are
But
friends.
that's the-
though.
No,
That's
you're
a mature relationship when both parties have somebody. Like
I don't know.
I've had a friend. She's been my friend since the Sandbox. So it's like
Y'all ain't friends.
it all comes down to like
You're not attracted to her.
right. So and she's not attracted to me, and she has her. So it's like we've always just been friends, but we've never. Now, if you say, "Well, how often do you guys hang out?" I'd be like, "Well, we haven't hung out in like a year and a half or some shit like that."
You're not
But
friends.
we're friends though, because
No, you're
social
not.
media. With social media, you can keep a friendship going with somebody.
Nah, bro. That's
and
what I'm
you're
talking about. I'm not talking
Then
about
you
somebody
gotta
I talk
elaborate
to.
on what type of friendship.
You know
you're
what I'm
referring-
talking about.
That's why
Somebody
I
that you
say,
spend time with, a
yeah.
friend.
Okay, no, they
An
can't be
actual
friends
friend.
like that.
Not somebody who's an acquaintance, not somebody you grew up with, not
Yeah,
somebody
no.
you see from time to time, not
Then if
somebody that
that's
you
what
may have messed with.
Yeah, then if that's what the question is. Can you guys be friends where you guys are hanging out consistently? Like,
I shouldn't have
Then
to
no.
express that.
Yeah,
the
you do.
question, no, it wasn't. wasn't. It was, can men and women be fucking friends? And everybody watching
Well,
understands.
clearly
what I
they can
mean.
be friends.
No, they cannot. The only way men and women are friends, actual friends, where I can hang out with you and not be any way nearly sexually interested in you, is if we've already had sex and nothing happened going forward. That's like we didn't have a relationship. But outside of that, no.
That's a good take. I mean,
Period. You know what I'm saying? Like we've already done it. Nothing happened of it, and we're still friends because we didn't want to mess that part of our companionship up. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I don't want to be with you. You don't want to be with me. We tried it, didn't work, and now we're just friends. Okay, but
we got pretty good point of views on it.
well, that's the only way that's it's somewhat acceptable. But even still, if you're in a relationship and your girl says I've got a best guy friend and they've slept together, well, you can't hang out with that nigga. No, while you're with me.
Yeah, that definitely.
So then you're not friends.
But if they haven't slept together, they can remain to be friends.
No, they can't because somebody.
But they're not hanging out though.
Bro,
You
there's
know
not
what I
a
mean?
straight man on the planet that's looking at a beautiful woman talking about, you know what, she might be really good
No,
at Madden.
I agree.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
She might be real good at 2K. I think she might be somebody to kick it with and watch the game with. And on top of that,
Your question was,
No,
can they be friends? In some situations, they cannot be friends.
No, they
there
can't.
are a lot of situations where they are friends.
no,
The shit
and
happens,
let me tell
dog.
you the biggest reason why is because men get zero value from a woman as a friend.
Dennison, can men and women be friends?
Hey, it's kind of like switching in there. It's like kind of like, you know how you have kind of lose Wi-Fi a little bit and start to like switch out on it. So it's starting to stop.
Where's he going?
I don't know where you're going. Yeah, so
No, I asked you a question though. Get back on the mic so you fucking. Oh, like we're having technical difficulties.
is it still? Let me see.
It just started when you guys were talking to
Can I see him?
say something, Steven. You say something, you can hear it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess we're gonna have to cut it then.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap it up, folks.
We out.
Like, subscribe, check us out.